Making sure that they're learning leadership skills and even getting a little bit more comfortable. These players have not had 82 games yet, so just understanding what the pace of the league is. You said it's my first time?
On the Bulls staff after coaching the Windy City Bulls of the G League. Williams has it knocked away. McDaniels on a drive. He hangs and hits.
And that's a tough shot right there. Daniels he's long, he's athletic. You see McDaniels right there, gets the steal, takes his time on the break, makes sure that he avoids the charge, and that's a real tough shot. Some of these guys' skill sets, man, is truly amazing for me to see.
Nathan Knight going to work against Dotson, double team, 9 to shoot. They swing it to McDaniels, but it is deflected and stolen, and Williams will take it for the two-handed flush. Florida State run the floor and send it in, big man.
Yeah, very, very young, but at the same time, there's still a maturity factor about him. And when you talk to any of the people in the Bulls front office, they talk about how hard a worker he is.
Gets the screen, sends it, can't score it. And the tap rebound out to Devon Dotson. And he takes it to distance all the way to the rim and in.
Got to stop the ball.
And in charge of the G League. Nathan Knight doubled. McDaniels, a 3 against the shot clock. It's through for Jaden McDaniels, who shot 36% from distance a year ago. And the rebound to Wright. Knight, that will be easy.
Somebody on the Bulls fell asleep right there. That can't happen. Nobody even noticed where Wright was. Improving his offense is something that the Timberwolves front office wants to see, and right now he's looking like he's done exactly that.
Simonovic trying to cross over, but McDaniels meets him at the summit. Both teams really struggling offensively at the moment. McDaniels pulls up, and he drills a triple. Jaden McDaniels. Nathan Knight with the dunk, the only other ones. Bulls have missed their last 6. Backdoor cut and a nice finish. Sumu.
We know he's been an all-star. We know he's one of the better young players we have in this league. But at some point, that talent has to translate to your team winning basketball games. And that's where they have to find that mix.
Noel. A straightaway pop for 3. It's through with 2.1. Dalen Noel. Between the Chicago Bulls and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Step back 3, Jalen Adams for the Bulls. Not there, but a tip in by Omari Spellman.
And Omari Spellman is a big man looking for a home because he does have a skill set where he should be able to translate into today's game where he's a big body, but he can space you out to the three-point line. But by the end of Summer League, they'll be playing a lot better because they'll be used to playing with each other and they'll have a better flow.
Here's Chicago in transition. Pretty play finished by Ethan Thompson.
And it's just because he's smooth. Not the most athletic player in the world, but he's smooth, knows how to score the basketball.
Noel with a pull-up, puts it in. Jalen Noel. Dotson drives, hangs. Has that one swatted back. Ekbunu. Williams for 3. It's through.
There we go.
Patrick Williams, high character guy.
Also the first three-point shot for the Bulls. So the first three-point make for the Bulls, I should say, not the first three-point shot, first three-point make. Bulls in this game have been hanging around because they have 14 points in the paint. That's been the story for them, but seeing Patrick Williams knock down that 3.
Nathan Knight was called for a goaltend on the other end. Simonovic and the Bulls trying to run the break. Pull up 3 in transition. There is Williams with the emphatic follow.
Do some of that as well. Be athletic. Put your athleticism on display.
Largest lead of the game for Chicago at 25-19. Nice follow. Brian Bowen.
Don't look now, but the dunk contest is broken up.
Simonovic losing the rebound to McDaniels, and here comes Minnesota.
That was a nice shot right there by Patrick Williams, even though that didn't go in. And you see
anticipation, nearly a steal by Robinson. Shot clock down to 8. Right, no. Offensive rebound and a stick back. Jaden McDaniels doing work underneath.
My mom is a businessman. She knows a good deal. So, young fella, Patrick Williams, I'm glad that you're a good you're a good young fella, but you should have made a little bit of a profit. I was able to make $60,000 selling jerseys. You could have made yourself a little something.
Jerome Robinson with the make. I bet you that was a call. Here's Knight going to the rim. He banks it in and draws the foul.
My mom knows how to count. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So she understood how to get to the ball. We talk about how good they've been in the paint, so they're going to have to figure out a way to get to the paint because they haven't shot the ball well, and they haven't started crisply with from a turnover standpoint either.
McKinley Wright, that's a nice move, getting all the way to the goal. Talking in the first half B about guys that can initiate offense. And right now, McKinley Wright's been doing that, not only dishing, but now.
And he's going to have 14, 15 points, and he hasn't had to create a shot for himself, and that's where he's going to flourish. So right here, he's trying to develop his offense, but just know that,
McDaniels, pretty move, got all the way to the cup. And McDaniels.
You see McDaniels right here, real quick, moving through London with the Euro step. I see you, young fella. Boston has some young talent. Miami made some moves. They got some dogs out there now. Can the Bulls be a top 4 or 5 team in the Eastern Conference now with the type of talent they have? We see Wright with a nice take.
And I love the hire Rick Carlisle in Indiana.
Yeah, man. Rick knows how to coach. Played on the USA team, played well for that USA team, and now he's out here in Summer League. So it just goes to show you, man, that it's not just young guys out here fighting for their reputation. There's some veterans out here trying to fight their way back into the league.
Brian Bowen on a nice slip through and a finish. Simonovic, ball fake. And a pitch out for an open three.
There we go.
Through for Ethan Thompson. Third three-point make of the game for the Bulls. Bowen again going finger roll. Yes, and the foul.
He put a little bit of jelly on that, a little bit of extra.
If I need financial advice, I know who I'm calling.
Definitely, I can hook you up.
Jalen Adams going high arcing.
And that's a nice floater too. Call that the giant killer. Come down the lane, just throw that float, and there's nothing a big man can do if you put the proper arc on it with the right type of touch.
Miller hangs and hits off glass. Isaiah Miller out of UNC Greensboro, an undrafted rookie. Spellman, another jarring screen. Adams rings the bell from downtown.
Adams starting to get loose offensively real quick. Ended up getting a good shot by Spellman at the top of the key. He's more than capable of hitting that shot, and it just looks smooth. Like that, I'm looking for smooth offense out here. There's been a lot of offense that hasn't been smooth.
McKinley Wright back in the ball game, and the information I gave you earlier was incorrect. He was recruited by Minnesota.
They had a rule in Dallas. If you didn't play 15 minutes, you had to run directly after the game out on the practice court. And that was something that that guys weren't used to seeing before when we were in D.C. Like, hey, when you start having different rules for different guys, and when you understand your star players might get a little bit more leeway, but when it just starts to be like inconsistent, guys sense the inconsistency and they won't follow that.
Tyler Bay ending a streak of 11 straight misses by Chicago. And London Parentes out of Virginia comes on and hits back-to-back triple.
And this is what Parentes does. He's a very good shooter. Gets right to the court and understands when you got baseline drive. We call it baseline drive.
Bay has the mismatch, 5 to shoot. Inside out, Williams thinks about the three, puts it in.
I'll tell you what, Patrick Williams' jumper looks really good, though.
Later this month.
Man, you sure he's only 20?
Not yet. Not just yet.
Turned the corner of my hotel. Know who hit me in the chest? David Robinson. Ran smack dab into the Admiral.
Williams able to get to the goal.
And he's just from a defensive standpoint, he brings so much value.
Turn and gun from the baseline, and on cue, there's value with that jump shot.
So they really won this from a defensive standpoint. Minnesota hasn't been great offensively, but they haven't had to be, and that's why defense is so important, because on nights where you're not able to score the basketball,
no, there's no room for pictures on the scorecard, and all Minnesota cares about
is the W.
And they got the W this afternoon, 78-59 over the Chicago Bulls. 3 Wolves in double figures led by